Okay, so we're going to have a look at another question. This one comes from the HSC 2022 Standard 2 Maths paper. So we're told, and this is question 17. So we're told the numbers 1 through 6 are each written on separate cards. Amy has cards 1, 3 and 5, Bob has cards 2, 4 and 6. They play a game in which each person randomly chooses one of their own cards, compares it with the other person's card. The person with the higher card wins. We have to complete the tree diagram and find the probability that Bob wins. Okay, so we'll draw a tree diagram. We have Amy either draws 1, 3 or 5. 1, 3 or 5. And then each time Amy draws a card, Bob either draws 2, 4 or 6. So here we have Bob has 2, 4, 6. Again, Bob has 2, 4, 6. And then again, Bob has 2, 4, 6. So this is the completed tree diagram. The probability Bob wins. Well, we need to find how many of these 9 outcomes lead to Bob winning. So Bob wins the first one, the second one, the third one. He loses the fourth one, but wins the fifth and sixth ones. He loses the seventh and eighth ones, but wins the ninth one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The probability that Bob wins is actually 6 on 9, which is 2/3. And this is the answer to part A. Now part B says, suppose Amy and Bob play this game 30 times. How many times would Bob be expected to win? So the way we're going to work out the expected number of wins is the number of games played multiplied by the probability that Bob wins. So this is a fairly simple calculation. We're doing a simple expected value here. So they play 30 times. He has a probability of winning of 2/3. So this is 10 times 2. This is 20. So therefore, Bob should expect to win 20 times out of 30 games. And this makes sense because Bob has a bias towards winning, because in general, Bob has higher cards. 2 is higher than 1, 4 is higher than 3, 6 is higher than 5. So there is a slight bias towards Bob winning. So he wins about 66% of the time. 30 games, 66.6 repeater percent of 30 is 20, so he would expect to win 20 games. Now, it doesn't mean that he's going to win 20 times. That is the expected number. So if they play, 100 lots of 30 games, on average, he will have won 20 times across all of those sets of games. Now, if we think about the marking here is pretty straightforward. You get 1 for a completed tree diagram, 1 for a simplified probability, and then you get 1 for having the expected number is 20. And that's the 3 marks.